One of the most complicated things when you start an online business is understanding how to market. And when you're first starting out, odds are you don't have a lot of money, capital, or time up front to really spend on marketing. And it can be hard to do a marketing campaign without a budget, especially when you're not really sure where to put that money, time, or energy. And so in today's video, I'm going to share with you my favorite free way that actually works to market your print on demand, digital product, or even physical product business. And the best part about this is we're going to be using Pinterest, which is my favorite way to market my online businesses, again, for free. Because if you're not familiar with Pinterest, essentially it's a way that people can share ideas, inspiration, mood boards, and products, and they can save them to different pins or boards. But what is cool about this is that Pinterest is actually more related to a search engine like Google rather than a social media platform. So it works differently, it works for longer, and my favorite thing is that you can post a direct link to your actual product so that when someone clicks on your pin, if they like it, they click on it, they're automatically redirected to your website, your Etsy shop, your landing page, whatever it is that you're trying to promote or sell, and it's completely free to post a pin. And I have some good news is that we can use AI to pretty much make our Pinterest pin for us, which is how I'm going to be showing you today because it's the easiest and fastest way. Now, first thing I want you to do is create a separate Pinterest account for your business. We want our Pinterest account to know a little bit about us. Again, search engine, SEO heavy. So we want to make sure that this Pinterest account is specifically for our business, not the one that you're posting all your cute, girly, and food inspo on. Because also when customers do click on your pins, they can see your boards. So we want to make sure this is separate. Now, once this is set up, first thing I want you to do is create a new board. What this board is going to do is it's going to be for your each specific product or niche that you're selling in. So for example, if I'm selling something like a mental health embroidered hat, I'm going to create a board called dad hats or mental health hats or self-care hats, whatever I want to name it. This is going to help with, again, the SEO on Pinterest because it is so SEO heavy. Also to keep things organized on my actual Pinterest account for myself. And again, for customers that are going to be coming to this. I would encourage you to do that for each different type of product or niche that you're going to be creating in your Pinterest account. Now the fun part is to actually create our pin. So when we do go to create a pin, all you have to do is hit the plus sign or the create button on your Pinterest account. And then from here, you'll see a screen where you can start adding in information, photos, and a link. Now, again, Pinterest is different because it's SEO heavy. So what I would encourage you to do is have a photo of your product ready or a link to where you're actually selling your product. What you're gonna do is type this into your favorite AI, whether that's Claude, whether that's ChatGPT, whatever it is that you use. You're gonna either put your link or a photo of your actual product, and you're going to ask the AI to act as if they're a Pinterest expert and to create to you a Pinterest pin title, description, and any suggested tags. And now once you have this, you pretty much have your pin typed out for you. So what you're gonna do is go back over to Pinterest, add in your photo first, and then add the title from copy and paste directly in there, and then also the same thing for your description as well. Then you're going to grab to wherever it is that you're selling your product, and you're gonna add the direct link to your product. Then you can choose which board you want this in. So again, that's why we created those separate boards. And then you can also go ahead and add in any related tags. Now for tags on Pinterest, they work a little bit differently than on Etsy or pretty much anywhere else where you list products. Essentially, their tags are already curated. So when you do this, just keep typing relevant words to what it is that you're selling and click the most relevant tags that come up. A pro tip here is to think about things that someone would search. Now, once you have all of your tags added in, you're pretty much done with your pin, but I want you to click on this button here and select a very important thing and turn it off. There's a button on Pinterest that says to show similar products. Why this is important is because when you do start posting your pins, Pinterest is going to acknowledge that what you have here is a product for sale. And because of their algorithm, they're also going to show other people's products that look similar to yours when someone clicks on your product. I always like to toggle this off. We don't want someone clicking on our pin and then seeing something they like better and clicking off of it. So anywhere we can eliminate that chance, I recommend to do so. And then what's great about this too is you can actually schedule your pins ahead of time. I do recommend being consistent on Pinterest. So if you do want to take an hour out of your day to schedule all of your pins for the month, I'd highly recommend doing so. That way you're in a flow, and Pinterest is a longer term game, so you're not going to see the results right away, but you will start to see the clicks after a few days or weeks. Pinterest isn't like social media where if you post a pin and no one views it, they just stop pushing it. Pinterest keeps going because it's a search engine. So pins that I've had up for over a year are still getting clicks on, and even longer at a time too. So just keep that in mind. It's a longer term game, but it does work and it does convert because of how easy it is to click on a pin and get redirected automatically. Now we're gonna talk about another way to do this if you are an Etsy seller that's even easier than this. But before we get into that, I do wanna mention something that's very important and has helped me a lot with long-term success on my online businesses. And in specific, it's with email marketing. Now, I know that email marketing can seem like a completely different zone than when we're talking about Pinterest. However, it is extremely valuable and something that every online seller should be doing regardless of what platform you're selling on. And the best way to do this is through a pop-up method. Now, I'm sure if you've ever clicked on an ad or went to one of your favorite places to shop online, you go to your website and you're immediately met after a few seconds with a pop-up that asks you for your email address. It typically will say, hey, if you'd like to receive X amount off or some sort of incentive on your order, please give us your email or your phone number. Now, what you're doing when you sign up for this is you're giving your contact information in exchange for an incentive. And whether that's free shipping, whether that's 20% off, whether that's 50% off, whatever it is that that brand is giving you in exchange for your contact info. What's great about this too is that when you set up a pop-up, the people that are actually coming to your email list are interested in your product. They wouldn't have given you their email for a discount to buy your product if they weren't interested. So these are warm traffic. This is traffic that will most likely convert if we retarget them, even if they didn't purchase the first time. So my favorite way to do this is to set up pop-ups on my online business, whether it's Shopify, Wix, whatever platform you're using. And I like to do this with OmniSend. So OmniSend is an all-in-one email marketing platform. You can also do SMS, and they have so many different features that I absolutely love. And so what I would recommend doing is when you're on your OmniSend account is to go ahead and set up a pop-up and link it to your online store. And through this, you can either choose from a template, you can use AI, and all of this is completely customizable. So you can add in a photo, you can add in your brand colors, your fonts, whatever it is to really make it look good on your actual business page. Because again, when we set this up, when someone's gonna click on our Pinterest pin, they're redirected to our website to make a purchase, and then in comes our pop-up where they enter their email, and then now with that incentive, we have their email in case they don't purchase, but we also gave them another enticing reason to buy from us. So now once you do start to collect these emails on your online store, you will then be able to actually set up an email marketing campaign or an email marketing series. So one of my favorites after setting up my pop-up is to set up the 3-part welcome series. So on OmniSend, when you set this up, all these emails are completely customizable. You can add in your logo, again, your brand fonts, your colors, and then any type of copy that you'd like to include in this. So for the welcome series, we have the first email that's welcoming them and giving them their code. Then you have a follow-up email, and then of course another one that retargets them if they still haven't made their purchase. And I think a lot of people are nervous to start email marketing because they just don't know how to do it, but this is the best way that I've found through OmniSend, and I do highly recommend it. You can also later on set up different email campaigns through all of their templates, where you can essentially let customers on your actual email list know about product drops, about sales, about holidays coming up, because Q4 is going to be here before we know it. And again, email marketing is one of the most powerful things you can use, and do it along with social media and Pinterest marketing. When you have mock-up photos on your website, on your Etsy shop, that's pretty much free content that you can start using for marketing purposes, and then redirect people to your website, have that pop up there, and then you start creating an actual brand rather than just an online store that's getting all this cold traffic that you're not retargeting.
If you're already using another email platform, OmniSend makes switching really easy with free migration, and their team will help move everything over for you, and they also have 24/7 support if you ever need help.
I'll of course leave a link for OmniSend in the description box below, and if you'd like to see a full tutorial of me showing you how to set up from start to finish through a pop-up, email marketing sequence, even a landing page, please let me know in the comment section down below. below if you'd like to see that. Just comment email so that I know that you want to see a full tutorial. Now, I also want to mention too that if you're selling on Etsy, you may not be able to do a pop-up on your Etsy shop. However, there's even better ways to actually gain your customers' contact information, because when you're selling on Etsy, they technically own the customers and traffic. So it can be difficult because we'd want to make sure that we're in Etsy's guidelines for targeting our customers. You can't really like message them and ask them to subscribe to your email or anything like that. But what you can do is create a separate landing page and offer pack-in inserts with your products. So this is a great way to be able to retarget people who have already purchased from you using a QR code that will link directly to that landing page. You can do this in Canva. They have a QR code generator where essentially you just grab that landing page link that you created in OmniSend, paste it directly into the QR code, and then you can make one of these thank you inserts and then upload this as a PNG on your Printify account for the products that are included in this. So this is a really great way to make sure that you have your customers' info and then can contact them, because trust me, as I keep mentioning, this is a very valuable thing. And because I mentioned Etsy too, if you are an Etsy seller, you may not know that there's actually a Pinterest Chrome extension that can make creating pins a lot easier. Now, I have my mixed feelings on this because when you download the Pinterest Chrome extension, if you hover over one of your Etsy listings while logged into your Pinterest account, it will actually give you an option to post it as a pin and add it to a board. Now, this is great because fast, easy way to post on Pinterest. However, there is a downside to it because you can't exactly edit the SEO on Pinterest. I have seen better results when I'm physically creating the pins on my own, but I do want to mention this because I know that everyone's time is different and some people do prefer to do it this way. But I will leave a link to the other Pinterest marketing video that I have that talks about scheduling and talks about how you could organize the pins on your actual account. But I really hope that this video was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see an in-depth tutorial on anything that I talked about today, including email marketing, or if you want to see me create multiple Pinterest pins. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know if this is helpful to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. And everything I talked about, including OmniSend, is linked in the description box below.